LinkedIn Live. I just love this time of day. It gives me an opportunity to share everything that I've done since yesterday and thought about and can share with you in real time. Today's topic is acres of diamonds. Acres of diamonds, what does it mean? Well, let me share my screen and let's go to here. Okay, so when we look at acres of diamonds, what is the moral of the story, right? The lesson of the story is you don't need to look elsewhere for opportunity, achievement, or fortune. All of the opportunities you could possibly want can be found where you are now, in your present community, job, family, and other circumstances. So really, when you look at it, too many people keep adding and they don't work what they have, right? I mean, there's a point where there's an opportunity to plant seeds, to cultivate, and to harvest. Well, so many people are planting seeds, cultivating, but then they go back to planting seeds and cultivating, and all they have is more stuff that they've grown that they haven't cultivated. And there's always that self justifying philosophy that there's always something better over the hill. And people keep looking for new instead of really refocusing on relationships that they've built over time. To give you an example of how that works, let me share the screen again. And let me go to my sales navigator. Okay. And just to give you an example, here's 680,000 individuals who fit, well, let's even make it easier, coach, right? So if you just put coach in there, takes a while, there's 7 million coaches on LinkedIn. You may think that's a lot, but there's 810 million people on LinkedIn. So coaches are about less than 1%. Now, how are you going to market to 7 million coaches? Especially since if you're marketing to 7 million coaches, you're really not marketing to 99% of the people on LinkedIn. So what do? Well, basically, you start filtering. And Sales Navigator is a better upgraded product for doing it because it has more filters, but you can do pretty well just on the filters that normal LinkedIn gives you. So my first interest, to go back to acres of diamonds, is look at people who I have a first degree connection with, right? Okay, well, that just took it from 7 million to 3,500. And what's cool about this, I have about 37,000 connections. Almost 10% are first degree coaches. Now, let's take it to the next level. And let's go to US. So if I'm only interested right now in marketing and communicating to US, I got it down to 2,000. Here's another cool filter I love to use. And it's really about have they posted in 30 days? This gives you the activity element because these could be great profiles with great people who aren't interested in doing anything or busy. So once you hit that, 2,000 just went down to 1,000, right? Now 1,000 is something you can work with. And basically what you would do, and here's another thing, right now there are about 9 pages of this. So you can look and see who is the most relevant. Again, you can go into industry, you can go into years of experience. Here's another good one, is role. So what is their job title? Okay. And you can look at current, but let's just say you want to put in CEO. Okay. Now you get down to 159 results. And you could add founder, and together you now are 436. And I would put in owner. So now you're only dealing with the top decision makers in the company. And that gives you 506 results. And then you can go through, and again, and see who is the most relevant and aligned. So in other words, even if you stuck with 500 and you message people 50 a day, and through messaging, you can go to all of these people and you can see how many people I'm talking to in a day just messaging. Here was just yesterday, right? And so there's so much you can do, and I'll stop sharing right now, to working what you already have. The real story, well, the bigger story to Acres of Diamonds, and it was one of the first popular personal development pieces that took place a long time ago, was really about somebody who was a farmer in South Africa, got tired of farming, always dreamed of going off diamond hunting. And one day he was able to sell his farm, get the money, and travel the world, and find out wherever he went, he was unsuccessful. The person who bought the farm was looking for water, went 5 more feet than the farmer ever did, and found the biggest diamond acreage in the area. And it just kind of demonstrated that the original farmer who traveled all around the world, invested all his money, was sitting right on top of what he was always hoping for, but he never dug deep enough. He never worked hard enough. He never believed enough. And I think the other key is, how does this affect your LinkedIn business directly? So we went through what you have already that you should be focused on, and really get a blend between what you have, what you need. And here's the other thing that really ties this together, is we just looked at how you have all of your connections. Well, when you go to messaging, it gives you all your conversations. Look through that and see who you talked to earlier that you forgot about, or it wasn't the right time or place or situation. Because when anybody tells me no, all I hear is not yet, or I haven't done a good enough job of communicating the real value of what it could do for them. Because everything I do is service directed, value oriented, over sampling, because I want people to trust themselves and then be able to trust me, because I've been providing without asking, not expecting. But it really builds long-term relationships that you can go back to, which I have, and started to generate business today that I couldn't have, for whatever reason, the other day. The other key is really looking at events to collaborate with. Now, usually you make a connection and the idea is, okay, one day you'll have a conversation. Okay, so now you got your conversation. Is that where it ends? Is it just, hi, how are you? Tell me about yourself, vice versa, and one day? What I've done is, with all these LinkedIn Lives, with these collaboration groups I've created, now when I reach out to somebody, I've got something of value. Would you like to be on my LinkedIn Live show? I'm actually now have a program where I co-host a LinkedIn Live show just like this, and work with you an hour extra a week, one-on-one, on really developing it for yourself. So if you're interested, I got a 20% off deal. Don Cohen Consulting. I also have designed a personalized game plan that incorporates all these wonderful strategies, like Acres of Diamonds, like put another log on the fire. I've got names for everything, and they all work because I'm working it and I can show results. So if you do what I do, you should get what I do based on doing the way I do for as long as I do. I've been doing this 3 years straight every day. I've gotten better. I've built huge, relevant, valuable networks of quality connections and collaborators. And I promote them. Do something nice for someone else and you'll get something back. Believe me, it always works that way. What I learned is a yes to someone will get you another yes back one day, and a no will return the same favor. So what can you do today to take action on this? Well, first of all, you can go to Don Cohen Consulting and really cut the learning curve and get right to the front of the line. Or you can do inventory. I'm always suggesting review what you have, review what you're doing, review the results you're getting. Look at the 5 or 10 best connections you might have and go back to them. Just like, hey, it's been a while. Let's have a call. And you'll know that maybe people have changed or maybe they haven't, but what do you got to lose? Nothing. Excuse me. The key is staying relevant, doing outbound, being proactive, coming up with new opportunities. It's not will they talk to you, it's why would they want to? What do you have that's like a $20 bill that you're asking for a $10 bill? It's a no-brainer. At that point, it's really a qualifying opportunity, because if they don't grab something that's of huge value, and you know it is, and they know it is, it's not the package, it's you. And that's okay. Not everybody's meant to be with everybody. That's the beauty of 810 million people on LinkedIn. You can be picky. You should be picky. I have done more catch and release for people in situations that I could have made money on, but it wasn't right. People are like elevator buttons. Some take you up, some take you down. I like going up. Anyways, with that said, everybody is sitting on, if not acres of diamonds, an acre of diamond. It doesn't matter where you are, that's where you begin. And you're only there as long as you want to be. So, take my insights today, put them into action. They'll change your LinkedIn trajectory. You'll start enjoying better conversations. Frustration will go down. Confidence will go up. Activity will go up. Knowledge will go up. And then it just continues to support each other. So now you're getting into a success cycle instead of a downward spiral. And I can't be more excited. I mean, I am getting things done. It's almost as if, I hate to say it, but like I just attach an ATM machine to LinkedIn and I just go in and punch the right buttons and boom, it just, you get what you want, you get what you need, but more importantly, you get what you deserve. So anyways, with that, signing off. I'll be back actually today, 2 p.m. Eastern time, Mike Weiss, 12 p.m. Mountain time where I'm at. Beautiful day in Colorado. And if you can, tune in. This will be available as a post. That's the beauty of LinkedIn Live. It's the greatest thing I believe LinkedIn has going for itself. And I've got a program to get you right in the game. And the other element is me and Mike are going to be discussing some really high-level stuff today that's really important. So anyways, if you can make today, if you can get to the website, doncohenconsulting.com. I'm doing it every day. I'll be here tomorrow, same time, between 8 and 9:30, somewhere in between. Anyways, have a wonderful, safe weekend. Get a chance. Let's talk. If you want, share with others. This has so much value to anybody gets it. It'll be a gift that will be brought back to you in many ways. And reach out to me on my profile, direct message me. Can't tell you enough how accessible and interested in knowing more about you and more about you and what you think of what I'm doing. So thanks again.